Hi, this is Troy from the Do-It-Yourself World and the Off-Grid Project, and I'm here on this is Zero Waste Day with sorry, I'm not good with names again. Maura and Gia. So we're just looking around and looking in how to recycle, how to prevent waste and stuff going to the landfills, right?
Absolutely, yeah. Right? In fact, if you pan over that grassy knoll up there, that's a landfill.
That's a landfill.
That is 14 acres. It's 80 feet deep.
Okay.
And it's compacted down so hard that anything organic in there doesn't have a chance of decomposing. So it's just kind of
and that's
stuck
just going to be permanent forever. Okay.
Those pipes up there are all the nasty gases coming out.
All right.
And then those big green tanks,
yeah,
that's all landfill ooze. So it has to be collected in the tanks.
Wow.
And then they bring that to a water treatment facility. They put all kinds of chemicals in it until it's neutralized enough to release back into the
back into the water, right? That's disgusting.
And then we get to drink it when we live.
That's right. Yeah, that's why I collect rainwater.
Yeah.
So we were talking about all the stuff that you do. I see obviously that you collect. And do you pay for scrap, or is it a free drop-off?
It is a free drop-off for scrap. Generally, we do ask people to have a one-day permit if they're doing other recycling, because we do have to pay to have those containers pulled.
Okay.
But the scrap, we do not. So if you just want to come and drop off scrap, if you have waste oil, we take waste oil.
Okay, that's good.
Anything but antifreeze and gasoline, but we do take vegetable oil.
Yeah, I see you have a vegetable car. We'll get to that.
We have a vegetable car, yeah.
I see the mulch. Now, we were talking about the mulch because that interests me myself right now. I'm working on building a Back to Eden style garden, which is raised bed gardenings with no-till garden. I broke my rib this year, so I'm not tilling this year, so I'm putting mulch on my garden. I put down cardboard, which I get for free from the stores, and they just, I don't know what they do with it, but it goes into a compactor.
They bail it up recycling, and recycling is great, that's what everybody understands. But for instance, our recycling gets hauled 32-mile round trip to a center.
Which costs a lot of gas.
Which is a lot of gas. And then they bail it, so they use all kinds of equipment to bail it up and to transport it, and they load it into tractor trailers, which get sent down to New Jersey.
So it gets round and round and round, right?
Carbon footprint, that's not the way to do it. But taking the cardboard and using it as a barrier for weeds, and then it breaks down.
That's right.
That's right. And that's the optimal way to do it.
And then, so that is very interesting. I mean, you said it used to be free for the taking, or how's that work now?
It was free for the taking, but we found a lot of folks didn't like to leave enough to share.
Okay.
So we do charge $10 a yard.
$10 a yard. That's good.
Yeah, we'll load up your truck as long as it's not a Saturday, because we get busy Saturdays.
Yeah, I see there's a lot of people.
We have wood chips, which is great for walkways and pathways.
Very good.
Behind it is mulch. It's double ground.
Okay.
And that's great for gardening, and it breaks down about a year or two. We also used it when we had a food waste facility going. We're not getting in material now.
Oh, okay.
We have a group coming in next week to talk to us about bringing it in. But and of course you mix together that beautiful mulch with all that food waste. And
that's
carbon
great.
And nitrogen
great
react,
organic garden.
160 degrees for a couple of days, but in 60 days we would have compost, and it's gorgeous. We have some over here. We'll show you later.
Okay, good. Somewhere around here.
What we look at, anything that comes in, we look to see if it has a reuse value, and sometimes it's got that cool factor.
Yeah.
So what you is just pointing out is that tube that's got food waste in it is from McDonald's.
Okay.
So there's no plates.
I recognize it.
Right? It says food waste on it. Everybody thinks it's way cool because it's different. So this is our composting demonstration area, just to show how easy it is to do backyard composting at home.
Right.
So we're stopped putting things in here because we have this gorgeous squash growing out. It's got blossoms on it and everything already.
Okay, so you'll be...
So yes, we have folks using the one in the middle. But they like this one because it's cool, and if you look, you can see how it all breaks down. It's got that gorgeous dirt in the bottom.
Makes composting fun.
And the plants growing on top. Okay, Oh, there's all kinds of seeds in there.
So we can't brag about being the greatest backyard composters. I'm kind of a lazy composter, but it breaks down eventually.
And it grows.
Yeah, and it grows. It grows just about everything.
Right.
We have our perennial garden. We've got all kinds of mint growing.
Oh, yeah.
We've got some comfrey, which is really great for making compost tea and fertilizing.
Okay.
Or if you make a tea out of it and apply it, it's very good for your skin, too.
That's good to know.
Not to drink, but on your skin.
Right, okay.
So where did you want to go from here? We're very community based.
Oh, that's
so
good.
We have the Rift and Woodcrest that comes out. They help us quite a bit with our events when we need a lot of people on standby to help. We need hands.
Okay.
And they brought out some fresh picked red lettuce today. They're giving away to the community.
Oh, nice.
So
the
we also have
handbags
mint.
too, the local products. Like the
Yeah,
handbags.
we have Donna over here who takes a lot of the materials out of the reuse center and she repurposes them.
We should walk along and as we talk.
Then this is a pretty cool table because this is where you get all of the free paperwork and stuff.
Okay.
There's little magazines on places in the Hudson Valley. You know, they got little kids magazines, which is nice. Then there's the information on what to do with your food scraps, reusing foods. Just and then school packets for the kids that we gave out.
Even the books like that are free?
Yep.
That's amazing.
You got the wildlife searches,
Wow.
and then there's actual, you know, reads. Some of them
Wow.
are environmental related. Some of
I'm
them
going to
are
have to
not.
browse through these.
Actually, this is
A practical guide to
I feel
practically
like that would be
everything.
good for you.
That's neat.
So, you know, this is some information on composting.
Cool. Now you were telling me, that's a good point to mention. You were talking to me about how this is going to be an annual, or has been an annual
Yep,
thing.
this is
or?
actually the fourth annual one right now. And although this is annual, they do have other events throughout the year, such as the Farm Project, which is an event where there's different vendors and you can come and buy herbs, vegetables, fruits. You know, I'm pretty sure you can get compost there too.
Right. Okay. See, I'm happy that I found this place because
It's really great, and we could definitely, like I said, use the promotion.
Right.
Because I mean, we got a lot of nice people, knowledgeable people.
Well, I'm into recycling. I repurpose everything. I use everything I can find to build my homestead.
And our reuse center, like she was talking about before,
Yeah, we'll
that's
have
a
to-
really great
I just
place
marked
to
them down
go
with
in
$2.
if you're
They're ready
looking for anything from craft items. They got clothes, you know, little desk lamps, furniture.
And that's open? We can go look in there in a bit?
Yeah.
Okay, so,
I can bring you to our craft table,
okay.
and then we could go and head into the reuse center, and I can show you the kind of stuff that they have in there.
Okay.
And then this is pretty much what the farm project looked like, where it was just tables set up with organic.
Okay, they had a whole mess of tables. That's nice.
And then we had this table set up for the kids, kind of to get them involved, because no kid wants to look at organic foods,
Right.
really. So we went into our reuse center and grabbed a bunch of things that we thought that would be fun for them.
Uh-huh.
These are like things that you put curtains on.
Okay.
And we turned those into dream catchers for the kids. We had noisemakers. I think what Laura was saying was there's a lab somewhere, I don't know where it is, but they get metal parts in these tubes.
Oh.
And they take the metal parts out, and then all of this gets thrown away.
Yeah, wow.
But
What a
I mean,
waste.
they're nice, you know.
Yeah.
So what we were doing was we were putting
Are
wood
those-
chips in, and then you just kind of close it up.
I wonder if those are waterproof.
I believe so. I mean, it looks
That'd be worth
like they're pretty
experimenting.
solid. And then we had those for them. We have this demonstration that's just showing you that as opposed to all of the chemical-ridden cleaners that we use to clean our pipes and our drains, a little bit of baking soda and some white vinegar
And you've got a drain opener.
effectively cleans it.
Uh-huh.
You
It's
know,
like
I
you
mean,
have a leak
it's
in your drain.
non-toxic. It's effective.
Right.
And I mean, these are common household items that most everyone
And
has
that'll do the
around.
job, right?
It'll
That'll
do the
clean out your
job, yeah.
drain.
It cleans it out, and then I'll clean out your pipes too. So
See, actually, I didn't know about that. So there you go, everybody. Baking soda and vinegar drain opener. I learned something today. I use vinegar for cleaning everything, but I never
baking
knew.
soda too is one of those versions you use it to whiten your teeth.
Your teeth, right. Right. Well, thank you. I had no idea, honestly, about that. Well, there's a great thing, a great do-it-yourself thing.
And it's so simple. You know, you don't even have to measure anything out. You just kind of
pour it in, right?
And, yeah.
And it's harmless. It's
And
safe.
the kids love it to help with it too.
Right, kids,
You
can you
know.
open the drain?
And it's something that they should learn early too, you know, it's something that
True.
they should be excited to do as opposed
Very
to
true.
going under the sink and grabbing out your blue nasty chemicals
Yep.
and pouring it down.
Yep.
Yeah, this gets them excited. And then we also explained to the kids about composting, and then after our little, you know, talk about it, they were free to take some beans and a little bag and bring home their own compost and seeds to plant.
Okay, and then they can plant their own little garden at home.
Yep.
Nice, very nice. Let me see this here real quick. So we can put in, here's important, what you can put in compost.
Now it's also important to keep in mind that this is for commercial use. If you're doing a simple backyard compost, you're not going to want to put your meat and your fishes or your bones.
Okay.
You're going to want to keep it strictly to your fruits and vegetable scraps, your eggshells, and you want to kind of avoid the starches too for your backyard.
Okay.
So you'd stick to the coffee grounds, tea bags, anything of really organic nature.
Okay.
So this is Susan Zimmett, our
Hi,
town
pleasure to meet
supervisor.
you.
Hi, my name is Troy.
Hi, Troy. Nice meeting you.
Yeah, good to meet
We
you.
did our first zero waste event at the town hall, and we had the SUNY campus come in and say, you know what, we'd like to do food waste composting because we think it's a waste to landfill it. Susan said, done.
Oh,
Well, they were all talking about how we can do this, how we can do this, and I just turned around and said, it's done. Just do it.
good. Very good.
And they did it.
And we
they
did.
did it. They
Like
got it done
immediately. It was one
immediately.
of the
They did it.
easiest things,
It was
yeah.
fantastic.
That's
And
good.
this whole zero waste initiative, I mean, Laura is just like really, she's the real brains behind it, she's the real motivator, the real person. And it's just a phenomenal initiative because at the end of the day, we just buy too much, spend too much,
That's true.
have too much plastic, have much
Yeah,
whatever.
that's true.
And to be able to take things and be able to reuse it and keep it
Yep.
out of the landfill
Yeah.
and actually help people to be able to, you know, reuse stuff, it's just
Yeah.
it's remarkable. And what she's done, the stuff that she has,
Right. Oh, it's
It's
great
just the
here.
newest initiative is keeping out usable food because there's so many hungry people. And
Okay.
kids, and there's really no reason to throw away a lot of these items.
That's right.
Just because they're a little ugly.
Yeah.
well, actually, the
That's-
truth is, I'm also doing a lot of work right now in hunger. So,
Okay.
not only am I the supervisor of the town of New Paltz, but I'm also the executive director of Hunger Action Network of New York State. And it's been about 5 months that I've gotten involved in this field. I had no clue about the magnitude of hunger in New York State or in this country.
Yeah.
And how many kids are going hungry, it is astounding. So like 50% of the kids in New York State alone and in the country like live in poverty.
Yeah.
Okay, you have cities like Rochester, Buffalo, Syracuse, where almost 80% of the kids are on free or reduced meals.
Wow.
What's going to happen to those kids over the summer?
Yeah.
Right here in New Paltz alone, where we think of New Paltz as an affluent community,
Yeah.
we have 1 in 5 kids that are on basically free or reduced meals.
Wow.
And so it's unbelievable. So anything that we can do to sort of recover food
Yeah.
and get food to where it belongs, to the people who can't eat and need it, it's just exactly what we need to be doing.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
And
That's
how
great.
does that all go into zero waste? Well, zero waste in a true sense is just garbage, but this is New Paltz.
Yeah.
So we always take it to that next level.
Yeah.
And essentially, zero waste is community helping community, and you know, one man's trash is another man's treasure,
Right.
so to speak. But they're
Right.
really, even the puppies. Somebody said, "What do puppies have to do with it?"
I know.
I said, "Pillows, quilts." You know, litter boxes, crates, all things people want to get rid of.
Yeah.
They you know,
Oh,
benefit
okay.
from that.
That's something
Okay.
to take into consideration too. Is you drive down the street and you see a bunch of couches and chairs and mattresses that are
right.
thrown on the side of the road.
Right.
Chances are you're not going to want an old couch that you just found on the side of the road.
Right.
And that's just going to sit there until eventually someone throws it out. But,
Right.
you know, shelters do take those, and the dogs
Oh.
love them.
Okay.
And the dogs
I
don't
wouldn't
care
have
where
thought of
they
that.
came from.
Right. The dogs don't care. Right. It's comfortable.
Well, that's like one of the things, like I know that all of our towels that we don't use, I constantly take our towels over to the veterinarian here in New Paltz. Because
Right.
they need them for when they do the operation.
That's
They have
true.
to-
Oh,
the
yeah.
Towels on
That's
the ground
true.
for the dogs while they're
Yep.
bleeding. So they're constantly in need of like towels.
That's true.
So instead of throwing away your old towel, you bring it to your local veterinarian.
Right.
You bring it down to a place like this.
Right.
Somebody's going to use it.
Yeah, it's true.
You think it's garbage, but it's not.
It's not.
You would cry when you see. One of my jobs in the past was cleaning out homes in New York City,
Oh wow.
and
Yeah.
we had a compacting truck, and everything went in the truck and was crushed. And I worked there for free, and I was allowed to take anything I wanted, and I loaded up. I mean, it was unbelievable what they crushed. It'd make you cry.
Well, Laura does another project where at the end of the school year,
Mm-hmm.
when the college kids leave, you know, mattresses, they leave computers, they leave refrigerators, they leave chairs,
Oh, yeah,
they leave
yeah,
clothes.
yeah.
Laura goes with people from the town
Yep.
that volunteer.
Yep.
And she goes with the truck. She picks everything up.
Yep.
Then you set up like in front of a church, and people can come and just
We
take,
do, yeah.
right?
Yeah, we did
So-
a little different this year. We actually pulled out the not-for-profits had a wish list.
Uh-huh.
So we had the Washburn House and Family in New Paltz. We had the SPCA. They all put in a wish list. Whatever else that was left went in front of the United Methodist Church, and the community can just take it.
So
Nice.
something that would end up in the landfill, okay?
Right.
Instead, is ending up, helping somebody who just escaped domestic violence.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody, who
Down on their luck.
down on their
or,
luck.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Paycheck to paycheck, and something
Yeah.
comes up, like your car needs to be fixed, and
Yeah.
what you don't eat that week, or
That's
if you
right.
need a job, if you're job hunting. I mean, these clothes are beautiful. You can get yourself
Yeah.
a new outfit to go on a job
Right.
interview.
Actually, I wanted to take him. Can I take him into the reuse center to show
Yeah.
him all
Please,
of the
please,
materials?
please.
All right, well,
so I do have
thank
to
you.
go. So
Thank you very much, yeah.
Thank you. I gotta go. Look.
All right.
Goodbye. Nice meeting you.
Bye.